we want to take a look at the cables and how the cables finish off now in the arcade hat. The whole edging starts with 2x2 ribbing like this, and then each of these sets of cables start arching in towards each other and join up together so that it looks like it finishes at that point. That is another, when you see cables that seem to disappear into nothing like this, they're called closed loop cables. Sometimes they're made as part of the actual cable stitch itself, as in you might have loops in the side that look like they appear and disappear. In this case, the actual stitch pattern itself is making use of those closed loops to make it look like the cable disappears or it arches over into itself. The way it works is you decrease all those the cable stitches very, very quickly, and then immediately change the reverse stockinette stitch pattern. I'm going to take a look at how you're going to do those decreases in this video. First of all, on this one where you've got 4 stitches together, in this case 4 knit stitches, and we want to decrease those all down so that it's only 1 stitch. So it's going to, it's a decrease 3, or you change 4 stitches into 1. The way I'm going to do that, there's a few different ways you can do this, but this is the method that I've used. I'm going to go slip the first stitch purlwise, then knit those 2 middle ones together. Now we'll lift that first stitch over, and that is closed off one side. Now I'm going to move this over here, and we're going to lift this stitch over that one. Move that back over. Again, you want to give a little bit of a tug, and then just continue on here. I'm going to work on a little bit more, and I'm going to now show you when I've reached that point, when those 2 have been cabled in to meet at the middle point. We'll then have 5 stitches, and we want to make that down to 1, so I'll show you what that looks like then. Now that I've got the first of the decreases done, and I have brought these cables in so that they're almost touching, we're going to do the next decrease. This time we've got 5 stitches, and we want to decrease 4 of them, so there's only 1 left here. Now the way we're going to do this is, let me get my working yarn here. We'll start off with the yarn in the back and slip each of these stitches purlwise. Now this is a purl stitch, so I'm just going to go ahead and purl that, then bring that yarn to the back. Now we're going to start lifting every other stitch over that one to try and center that decrease. So we're going to lift this one over first of all. Now we'll move this over here and lift this one over. That's the second decrease. Bring it back here, lift this one over, and finally bring this over here so we can lift this one over and move this back. And then again give it a good tug because it's going to have loosened with so much moving back and forth. So all of those back and forths you see give a much more centered decrease across the top of it for the top of that. And at that point you can continue on just working the rest of your cable. But that's how you decrease 5 stitches down to 1, or decrease of 4.